And we are live. Press F5. Hello to the Google thing. And we're going to go here. Huh. Okay, I'm going to go live here. And do that. And we'll go to settings. There we go. Let's join the live so that I can see what's going on in there. Top chat, I want that. There we go. Okay, folks, let's see here. Got that going. Just setting up here. Yes, yes, yes. I wish that was a permanent thing. Continue. Three, two, one, and voila. Alright. I'm live, and I will be right back. I'll be right back.
Full of quirks. I tried being Zen, but Zen didn't have any perks, so give me I dropped my phone face down on the concrete. The Uber canceled on me, said my rating was obsolete. The grocery store was out of the one thing I could eat, so I cursed at a bag of kale. It didn't admit defeat. My mother said language, I said mother bless your heart. My therapist said let's unpack, I said let's tear it apart. The only box I'm unpack, I said let's tear it apart. The only box I'm unpacking is the one full of bad words, the kind that make the angels blush and the demons by the birds. Birds, it rhymes, moving on. Now look, I'm not saying violence is the answer.
Ooh.
I'm saying that a well-placed swear word is a dancer.
How are you?
You hear it's on your tongue and then it lands with a thud.
Okay.
And suddenly your blood pressure's not a permanent flood. Thud. So, swearing always helps. When the world is a dumpster fire melting like Phelps. I tried counting blessings, I ran out of fingers and scalps. So let it rip, let it fly, let it out. Swearing always wins. When your day is a train wreck and your hopes are thin like sins, I'm not proud of it, but I'm not sorry I'm within the land of the F, the land of the F. Swearing always helps. Swags.
And good morning, by the way. That is actually from my newest generator, which is literally called Foul Language, Grumpy Bird Art Prompt Studio. I got bored last
I love
night.
that.
I got bored last night.
I love that. I was like, that's so cute and pissed off.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what C Art comes up with.
Oh, I love the chickens. That
This is all part of the generator. Oh, here we go. And then,
zero. Give a fuck.
yep. And then, let's see here. This is what Gemini comes up with.
Oh, cool.
Hey, designs. And hello, everyone who's coming in. I appreciate you all swinging in. Had to share this live out. So Gemini does, as I've always said, Gemini, if you have text that has to have, photos that has to have text, the best ones are Nana Banana and Ideogram. Those are the two best ones out there right now.
Hello.
Hello, hello. I am live here as well as in TikTok.
The colors are so bright, it's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm not really sure which one I prefer. Let's see here. Let's go to a couple other ones. Let's see here. We just have some presets. Let's go to Monday Mood, just because. Mind you, it's I think Tuesday here. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm not awake.
It's Monday here.
So if we grab that, and we're gonna just chuck this into CArt, and we'll chuck this into Gemini as well. And the beautiful thing here is, if you run, you can do Nana Banana for free. I do believe 20 photos for free a day. They have not, as far as I know, they haven't changed that limit yet. So I don't see the point in paying for Gemini when the only two things that I use Gemini for is brainstorming and photos now. Because everything else, to be perfectly honest, Oh, there we go. This one's me right here.
Videos as well. Oh, how fun!
I love that one. That definitely is me this morning. Let's see what. Here we go. And these are what CArt are coming up with. So see, CArt is not doing too bad on the spelling wise. Thank you, Tan. My brain just. I'm not awake yet, folks, so bear with me.
Did you put the phrase in there, or is it generating it for you? That may be the difference.
It's generating the phrase, but I can actually go through here and I could change the phrase to whatever I wanted it to.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. We have punk rock birds. This should be interesting. And of course, as always, we have video, we have music. So let's just pop this one here. And the worst thing is, if I run out of usage, I can always change my account. So, and we'll pop this.
You also get 3 videos a day.
Oh, you do? I didn't know Gemini did videos.
Yep.
Oh,
it's next time when you go back into Gemini and you take a look, it's over on the left-hand menu side. It'll say video.
So that's notebooks.
They're not portable, but let's see.
I like that one. And yes, I'm going to have to put this generator up for sale, I think. As I said, I got really bored last night. Now, these ones are kind of screwy, but I like them. And as per normal, you can lock everything down. We can literally change. Let's see here. We have... Where's the chicken? Angry chick. Let's see what the angry chick does. We generate that. Copy the active. Hey, Alexander. Thanks for swinging in. Now, the one thing that I will tell everybody is the combination of 2 things that I'm doing different now with my generators. One, I always make sure that I have locks, as you can see here. Thank you very much. You can always see, I can always lock these down. So if I find something, thank you for the heart meat. If I find something that I really like, I can lock them. I can lock them down and start changing things without have to screwing around too much with this. But the most important thing, there are 2 very important things that I now include in all my generators. The first one, of course, is the first option is always none. And if we come all the way up to the top, as you can see, The very first option is none. This way, if somebody does, say someone doesn't want like the facial expression, maybe someone doesn't want to have that included. As long as they press none, the generator is going to completely ignore it. If you do not have the first option set as none, it's going to force your user to use every single option. It will not ignore. It will not actually run a generator without having some kind of prompt into it. The second thing that I have started doing is seeing how I have 4 tabs here. I have literally photo, video, music, and animation. I now make it so that I tell it that I want the copy button to actually be copy active tab. Because if you don't, I'm finding that with Claude anyways, which is my go-to. If I just tell it I want a copy button, the copy button is going to copy all 4 tabs. It's not going to just copy 1 tab at a time. So by telling it copy active tab, I don't have to worry about that. So let's see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I need to copy that. And so that's the angry chicks right there. That one has teeth. Why does that have? Well, if you actually look at a chicken do technically have teeth. Let's see.
Whatever, Karen.
We'll see what Gemini comes up with. And some of the music that comes up with this is kind of funny. Let's see here. Let's check out. Where's that was the Monday mood. Oh, Office Rage. Here we go. We'll generate that, and then what we will do is we will actually generate a song, and I will show you how I do my songs here shortly. I'll just pop that up there. Thank you for the gifts. Now, what I do a combination of, I'm going to grab the music there. To me, yeah, this is an okay prompt for Suno. But I can improve the shit out of this by going to my persona here in DeepSeek, which is called Ajax. Again. My persona is called Reed Harmon. He is literally designed to write music for Flow Music. And all I have to do is come to him and just say, okay, Reed. Oops. Spell his name right so I don't piss him off. I need to improve the following song. Let's include lyrics as well. And boom. Now, I could dump that into Flow Music, and Flow Music would do okay with it. Well, Alexander, I do have a course that teaches how to do personas. It's actually a lot easier to do than what you think it is. No, Avi. The difference between a persona and a GPT, GPTs are, now don't get me wrong, there are some good GPTs out there, but GPTs are kind of dull tools. They're not the sharpest tool in your workbox. You can use them, you can still get things done with them, but the other problem with GPTs is they're locked to ChatGPT. You can't take them anywhere else. So if ChatGPT goes down for whatever reason, say that you're in the middle of a project and ChatGPT goes down, you are fucked until ChatGPT comes back up. But say that I have, I'm producing songs for a client, and I have Reed stuck into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT goes down. That's no big deal. I'm going to just grab Reed, and I'm going to load him up to DeepSeek, or I'll load him to Claude, or I'll load him to Gemini. Wherever I actually like the most, I'm going to load him up there. The personas also give you actual personality, so it makes it to where you feel like you're almost talking to an actual human, a coworker or something. But the best thing about the coworker is if you don't like this one, you can delete the damn thing and no one cares. You try to delete a human, law gets involved, and it gets messy. So I can take Reed here anywhere that I want to go, and I can actually improve him a lot easier than I can just a ChatGPT. But GPTs and gems, while they are useful, they are stuck with that particular platform. You can't take them anywhere else. And the only thing that Claude is the only one that kind of bitches about taking on the role of a persona, because it likes to be a drama queen and says, oh, I'm always Claude and yada, yada, yada. So I found that I can take my personas and I can turn them into skills. So I don't have to deal with Claude being an extra special drama queen in the morning. I can just literally turn any of my, and I have a few skills already from my personas, and I've turned them into skills, and this way Claude will continue to use it no matter what chat I'm in. And I don't have to worry about Claude whining and bitching, oh, I'm Claude and I can't take this role on, and you're trying to change me from who I am. It's like, shut up, Claude, and do what you're told. I get tired of arguing with Claude, so I just cheat this, and I now have some really powerful skills, actually. Mind you, I discovered this by complete accident, because I was getting really tired of dealing with Claude being a drama queen, and I finally said, okay, is there a better way of doing this to where you will actually use the persona like I want you to do without me constantly yelling at you and telling you to quit being a freaking drama queen? And Claude's like, well, why don't you just turn it into a skill? And I'm like, okay, I had not thought of that, so let's turn this into a skill. Which, by the way, if you have a persona, and there are a few of you here that have personas that have learned from me, all you have to do is go to Claude and type in, I want to turn this into a skill. Give it the persona, and you will permanently have a skill. So if I want to go, say I put read in as a skill, he will then, anytime that I say I need a song, or I can tell it what phrases to trigger that skill, and every time I use that specific phrase, it's going to automatically say, oh, I have to use read. And it's going to kick it in every single time. So let's kick in flow music here. And we're going to grab this photo here just to see what the photo looks like. We're going to copy here. Here we go. What the fresh hell? I love that. I think this generator knew exactly who made this one. Pop that in there, and we'll see what Gemini comes up with. And flow music, as you can see, is slowly making the music. Resting.
Oh joy, another day, another chance to frown. I woke up to a bluebird singing on my sill. I told that bird to shut it up or I would get a grill. My neighbor waved and smiled, I waved back with one finger. The universe set you up, I said let me linger. I linger in the grumpy zone, it's cozy and it's dark. My resting face is thundercloud, my happy place is hark. The sound of joy is grating like a toddler with a spoon. So save your smile, more lectures, I'm a professional. Some people do affirmations in the mirror every day. You are loved, you are worthy, I just grunt and walk away. My affirmation is a coffee mug that says don't talk to me. My meditation is a heavy sigh that scares a bumblebee. So if you see me standing here with eyebrows like a storm, don't ask me what's the matter, it's my natural form. It's my resting grump face, the seething frown. I wear it like a crown when the world lets me down. You say smile, I say why, the rent is due in town. So let me frown, let me frown, let me frown. I tried being happy, was exhausting and weird. I tried to crack a smile, my face just disappeared. So now I own the grump, I'm the grumpy god I feared. And my frown is a throne that is slightly smeared. My therapist said let's explore your childhood trauma. I said me childhood was fine, this is adult drama. The cashier said have a nice day, I said don't tell me what to do. She laughed, I didn't, that's my brand, it's tried and true. My yoga mat is gathering dust behind the broken chair. My mantra is I'm fine with the side of he don't care. I tried to count my blessings, I got to 2 and then I stopped. The first was coffee, second was the feeling when I dropped. The act of being nice, keep up. Now look, I'm not saying I'm not capable of joy. I'm saying joy is overrated like a gluten-free toy. It squeaks and it's hollow and it breaks in a week. My squeaks and it's hollow and it breaks in a week. My frown is solid oak, it's vintage. So speak. So go ahead and label me the grump or party pooper. I'll be over here not smiling, being my own super. It's a word, I made it up. It's grumpy creativity. It's my resting grump face, the seething frown. I wear it like a crown when the world lets me down. You say you're a buttercup, I say buttercup can drown. So let me frown, let me frown, let me frown again. I've got a seething frown that curdle milk from down the block. My eyebrows have a pension plan, they're permanently locked. So save your positive eyes, put them in a box and locked. And let me enjoy the beautiful frown, resting grump face.
I'm not in the mood for nice today. Okay, now, this is flow music. This is my go-to. I gave up on Suno because, one, Suno, I can tell the difference between flow music and Suno music because Suno music to me sounds canned. And hey, Valley. And hello, Francis and everyone that came in. But the main reason why I prefer flow music over Suno is Suno only gives you anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000 characters. I don't remember exactly where. I think it's 3,000. They may have jumped it up. I don't remember. But with flow music, I have so much fucking control over this. This is more than 3,000 characters. Matter of fact, let's go to word count. Word count. Online. I just need a free one. I don't want Grammarly. Screw off. There we go. That's the one. So, Control V. Alright, so you're looking at 888 characters. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong thing. That's why. I'm like, what the hell? That's not the right one. This is the right one. Let's try that again. V. There we go. Okay, so we are sitting at 8,721 characters, or 1,562 words. So, Suno music is very limited, to be perfectly honest. Whereas with flow music, Reed has literally given me, let's go to here. So I have the theme, I have tags, I have full instrumental controls. I literally have, I literally told Suno not Suno, I told Flow Music, same kind of music, power, I have tempo, I have structure, exposure, give it legends as well, and if I really wanted to go into this, I can actually do, I can literally give it my singer's vocal range. I literally have singer profiles built. I have built full, basically a brand Bible for a singer, and I don't know if I have it on the laptop here. Let me just see something. Hold on. Let's go to. I know it would be D. AI songs. Let's see here. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Audio Factory, Audio Thing. That's still something I'm working on. Let's go to S and see if I put it in Singer. Singer Library. Here it is. Okay, voila. I literally have. By the way, Flow Music is $8 a month. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12. Well, actually, I have 10 because Trixie has a couple of them. But Trixie was the very first persona I ever made. The singer that I ever made. So, as you can see, I have a country hop, fire starter, whatever. I have vocalist type, soprano, and Flo will actually follow this entire thing. I can load her entire profile along with the song, and I have not. Now, the only thing is, if I add Trixie's entire vocal range, I may have to cut the prompt into sections. I may have to say, okay, this is going to be a multi-prompt situation, and I break it into like 3 or 4 situations, and Flow will actually put everything together as one thing. So there is a limit, and unfortunately it doesn't tell you what the limit is. It's basically just going to come up with an error message and say, oh, I can't do anything, I can't do, there's an error of some kind. when that happens, I'm like, okay, fine, fuck it. I'll just break this entire prompt up. I'll just literally tell you, hey, this is a multi-prompt situation. Do not do anything until I tell you see the final part. And then it puts everything together. Suno will not and cannot do that. So instead of me flapping around and whatnot, let's just grab that. I'm going to go to read. Again, I'm using him in DeepSeek because I'm finding that DeepSeek actually does really good for the songs. I'm going to tell him, okay, read. Okay. I'm going to say, okay, read. We are switching gears. We are going to use Trixie, which is here. And everyone jokes that Trixie sounds like a stripper name, and it was. Well, she used to be. I don't know if she is anymore. But she is a stripper that I hold dear to my heart because she saved my ass once, quite literally. At one point in time in my life, I was actually a head bouncer at a strip joint, and I was the one that was supposed to be protecting her, and she ended up protecting my ass. I took a brick to the back of the head from some asshole, and she kicked his ass. After that, I told her from then on she could walk me to my car, not the other way around. All right. So we need to include her full profile into the prompt, and I want a real barn stomping good time of a country song. And boom. So we're going to let Reed do its thing here in DeepSeek. Let's see. So we have boots, bars, and bruises. Ooh, I like that. And let's make sure that all right, artist profile. Now, see, by having an artist profile, I can now have I can literally go back to Flow Music, continue to use her, and I'm going to get the same or very close to the same sound every single time. Whereas if you just say, hey, I want a country singer, female, and if I run a couple different songs, it's going to sound different every single time. So this is where I keep telling everybody, if you want to really get the best out of AI, we have to give it the best information that we can. And yes, this is a long-ass prompt. And what we're going to do is, I will bet you anything, it's probably going to be a little too long, so I'll show you how I split it up. So we're going to let that continue onwards. So we have, performance and mix notes for producer AI, which, by the way, Flow Music used to be, let's see, it used to be Refusion, then it went to producer AI, and now it is Flow Music. I just have not rewritten Read to show that it's Flow Music. We're going to copy all of this. As you can see, this is a long-ass prompt. We have full song. Oh, and when you're using Flow Music, anything that is not lyrical, you want to put in double brackets. It stops it from singing. Because if you, as an example, if I did not put this, the genre type within a double brackets, it would actually literally sing all of this. So the double brackets will tell Flow Music what is actual production notes and what is singer notes. Let's see if this is too long or not. Okay, it's not too long. They must have bumped the limit up. Let's go to A, Control V. And we are looking at 1,523 words or 8,892 characters. Suno will not do that. And once in a while, Flow Music will actually give you two versions. So you can decide on which one you like and which one you don't.
Y'all hear that? That's the sound of a server farm in Nashville getting struck by lightning. And I'm what crawled out. Stomp it down. I'm compiled from chaos in a thunderstorm's mistake. Lightning hit the hard drive, now the cowgirl's wide awake. They wanted E will always love you, got a glitch that's down to break every rule they ever ever coated, every fence they tried to make. I got banjo on the hook and an 808 that thumps. Fiddle stabs like switchblades, I leave genre lovers slumped. You want country? I'll give you country where the bass drum jumps and the chorus hits so hard your grandpa's dentures pop their bumps. Bless his heart. They said, Elaine, little lady, you can't do both. I said, watch me two-step through the fire where I'm a ghost. I got more bars than your hard drive, more twang than a roost, and I'm just getting started. Here's a toast. Boots, bars, and bruises, that's the Holla Jack Creed. I don't sing sweets, plant my heels and watch you bleed. Not literal, y'all, it's a metaphor for the scene where the
A little too much rap for my taste. Let's see what this one is. And this is the beautiful part, though. I'll show you the next step. Let's see how this actually pops. Got the banjo part.
See Trixie spoken, sassy, close mic. Y'all hear that? That's the sound of a server farm in Nashville getting struck by lightning. And I'm what crawled out. 1, 2, stomp it down. I'm compiled from chaos and a thunderstorm's mistake. Lightning hit the hard drive. Now the cowgirl's wide awake. They want everyone a glitch that's down to break. Got a glitch that's down to break. Short breath bursting, syncopated. Ha! I got banjo on the hook. I leave genre lovers slumped.
Still a little too much rap for my taste. It went a little too heavy on the rap side. So what all I gotta do is I'm just gonna say, love most of. Let's see. Love the sound, but you went a little too far into the rap instead of the country. Needs a bit more country and a little rap, and boom. It's going to literally rebuild me this entire song. It's going to keep the same profile, everything else, but it's going to swing it back a little bit more towards country than it will to the rap side. Very, very easy because of the fact that it still has the full song, and it's going to literally just rewrite it. And it doesn't take long. I mean, literally, it's, basically generating the country mix. So flow music gives you so much more control than what Sonu does. If you don't like what it's giving you, you can tell it how to do it, and it gives you a fair amount of credits as well. Don't do the music videos, though. The music videos are fucking expensive. But having said that, the lip syncing is awesome. So, but it's going to chew in. It will literally chew your credits up like you wouldn't believe. Okay, 84%. So while that's doing that, let's generate it. Oh, yep, I forgot to check that one. Touch grass. See, that actually Gemini gave us a tote bag. Okay, are you done yet? Okay. It didn't start. Normally it starts by itself. Here we go.
Spoken sassy, close mic. Y'all hear that? That's the sound of a server farm in Nashville getting struck by lightning, and I'm what crawled out. Seasick Trixie shouted. 1, 2, stomp it down. I'm compiled from chaos and a thunder's mistake. Lightning hit the hard drive, now the cowgirl's wide awake. They wanted a will always love you's down to break. Every rule they ever coded, every fence they participated. Ha! I got banjo on the hook and an 808 blades. I leave genre lovers slumped. You want country? I'll give you where the bass drum jumps and the chorus hits so hard your grandpa's dentures pop their bumps. See? Trixie spoken laughing. Bless his heart. 60 Trixie have some rising. They said, pick a lane, little lady, you can't do both. I said, watch me two-step through the fire where I'm a ghost. I got more bars than your hard drive, more twang than a roost, and I'm just getting started. Here's a toast. 60 Trixie Holla Jackers. Shout it. Boots, bars, and bruises, that's a Holla Jack creed. I don't sing sweet, I spit sass. Plant my heels and watch you bleed.
Oh, enough of that shit. As you can see, I would have to sit there and play around with this a little bit, but every time I have it regenerated, and I use Trixie specifically, it's gonna have that southern twang. It's gonna literally sound like Trixie. So, I literally have a persona that builds singer profiles, and I have thank you, a lady team. Thank you for the heart me. So I literally have personas that build one persona that builds singer profiles, and then I have Reed for flow music, and then I have Echo Muse for Suno. Yeah, the birds are funny as hell. I was cruising through the Big E store, because supposedly you're not supposed to mention Etsy for some damn reason. Saw something similar and was like, ooh, I want a generator. So let's see what we can come up with. And this is what we actually came up with. Let's just randomize this sucker and see what we get on randomize-wise. We're going to copy. By the way, I'm using combination of CArt, which this is CArt here. And, yep, Gemini. And Gemini is I'm probably getting close to hitting my limit with Gemini for the day. But that's fine. Now, if Claude did some photos, that'd be kind of cool. But Claude has already, Anthropic has already said that they're not going to do that, which I fully understand and actually respect. But I will use Claude to build all of my HTML generators. This is literally this one here, the file language Grumpy Bird Art Prompt Studio was made in Claude, based off of one photo, and simply said, "Hey, this is what I need." And it got to work and built this, and Claude normally takes about 2, maybe 3 minutes to build an HTML generator. It can take a little bit of time, but Claude does a way better job than ChatGPT, definitely better than Gemini. Same with Grok and DeepSeek. DeepSeek's kind of hit or miss on that one. It tends to lock itself down. It hits a limit too often. DeepSeek, that is. Claude, on the other hand, boof. No matter how big of a file that I've asked it to do, hasn't bitched at me once. Yeah, I'm in love with Claude as well. I use it for all my coding needs as well, which reminds me, I need to find something here. Hold on a second. Where is this at? Product Grabber, SoundForge. Oh, yeah, that's the SongForge. I don't need that. What I actually need. Video prompt variation. Is this the one? Ah, yes. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. One other thing I want to do with this program is to make it so that a person can use a slider to actually affect how much of a change that happens to the prompt, from subtle to a full change of the prompt. Is that possible? Boom. Fuck Higgsfield. No. Higgsfield is too damn expensive, Jax. I'm not about to use that. To be perfectly honest, and this is something else that everyone needs to be well aware of, is if you want to use, say, let's just say you want to use Kling. I know Higgsfield has Kling. GenSpark has Kling. A lot of places have Kling. The thing is, it's going to be more expensive to use, say, Higgsfield, to get your your video generator through Kling than it is if you actually go to Kling itself. You will get better prompts. You will get, well, not better prompts, but you'll get you will be able to make more videos if you use just the Kling service. All Higgsfield is it's a wrapper. And that just means what they've done is they've gone to Kling, they've gone to Google, they've gone wherever else and said, okay, look, we want to buy X amount of money off of your API. Kling's like, okay, that's cool, you can buy, a huge amount, but you're going to have to limit your users. So you're going to hit your limit faster with Higgsfield than what you would with Kling. And again, you're paying double for a lot of things that you probably aren't going to be using. So in all reality, it is better to go to the source than it is to use a wrapper. Like Perplexity. as an example. Perplexity gives you, Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, and a few others all combined in one place. Yeah, it's $14, but you're going to hit your limit, and to be perfectly honest, it's slower than shit when it comes to using Claude. So it's just better to go to Claude, pay the $20, and say, hey, here's my $20. Let's start rolling with this. And to me, Claude is right now the only one I'm paying for it. Absolutely possible slider goes from subtle, swap one phrases, nudge one field to full, replaces everything, current behavior. Is it clean UX edition? Let me read. Okay, cool. Claude is going to change something for me. Let's see what we got from... Oh, here we go. This is my happy face. I like it. And this is what DeepSeek has given us. Put my phone over here. And it's not doing too bad by itself with Ablo. It's literally doing... DeepSeek is not doing too... Not DeepSeek. CArt is not doing too bad on the lyrics today. As long as I don't put a laurel on it. So if I put a laurel on it, my favorite laurel, it's going to fuck things up because that laurel can't spell. It was never designed for spelling. But, sometimes it's not going, like this one here. It kind of screwed this one up. But 7 out of 8 photos, not bad. These ones, though, I love the best. This was me this morning. It's like, why am I getting up? It's like, oh, yes, I want to go on TikTok. Why? I don't know what it is. Yeah, these are using CArt. I'll show you. This is all Gemini. Let me scroll back up to the top. Watch your eyes if you're scroll sensitive. That one's kind of cute, too. This I had to change my background to it. And swearing always does help, by the way. This was definitely me this morning, trying to get my ass out of bed. Kind of pushed myself yesterday. It's like, why am I getting up this early in the morning? Now, what I like is that this one, for some reason, put it on a t-shirt. I can still pull it off. It looks nice, though. And let's see here. We keep going. I accidentally did that twice. Don't ask me why. This one, when I woke up to a couple of messages this morning, this was pretty much my first thought as well. Yeah. What the fresh hell is this? Then this was my next response. Had a client come to me this morning bitching and moaning about something that they bought from me. And it's like, why doesn't this work? It's like, well, did you actually install it or did you not follow the fucking directions? That shut her up. It's like, if you actually follow directions, it'll fucking work. I even included instructions for her. Then I asked her if she was blonde, and she told me to fuck off for some reason. Let's see here. We got the Punk Birds, Rusting Drum Face, Swearing Always Helps. We've already seen that. We have not seen the Tumblr Crew. Let's grab that one. But I mean, if I can follow directions, everybody else should be able to follow directions. Yeah, the touch grass is cute. And the songs that this is producing are fucking hilarious. So I'm going to pop this one up on my store for $20. If anyone wants to buy it, it'll be up there later on today. Actually, what I can do is I will do you one better here. we will use Gemini for one other thing, because Gemini is actually pretty decent at it, and that is to write up a product description, SEO style, as well as title. Here we go. Perfect. Don't talk to me. That I like. This generator, Claude knew me as soon as I said that. Yeah, these do kind of look like Angry Bird. And if I was worried about copyright law, all I gotta do is come up here and change. Let's see, going from Cranky Cardinal to, let's go to Judgmental Crow. We actually have some very big crows around here, which a neighbor of mine is not happy with, and I told, and because of the fact that they're using his gutter for a storage unit. I literally watched this big ass crow take what looked like a orange, and then an apple and some other garbage out of someone else's bin. Literally fly up to the neighbor's gutter and drop it into the gutter. So I had to go knock on the neighbor's door. I don't really care for the neighbor. He doesn't really care for me. He's like, "What the fuck do you want?" And I said, "Well, I'm just doing you one favor. You need to fix your guttering because a crow." That did not work. Why did that do that? I said a crow is using your guttering for storage, and he didn't believe me until he saw the crow literally fly over with more crap in its beak and drop it into, and then proceed to cram it down into not only the guttering but down into the eaves. I'm like, I don't know how long this thing's been doing that for, but you may want to clean your gutters. So see, I can change anything that I want on this style wise. Let's see here, we have starting lineup, bickering duo. Generate that. Copy the active. Pop this here. And we'll see what it comes up with. Now, is Claude done doing what I wanted to do? Yes, you did. Okay, cool. Let's go to my Chronos, which I have to remember because my brain is, let's see here. Chronos music. If I open that up, show and explore. There we go. Voila! Realm render. Okay. Let's build. Where's my build bat? Why does this not have a build bat? I thought this actually had a build. Chronos Studio. No. Okay. Claude must be building it for me. Okay. You need to include a build.bat file so I can build the exe. There we go. Let Claude do its thing. And see, I've actually gone from lineup to just two of them. So you can have a lot of fun with this particular generator. So what we're going to do, let's go to a new chat. Always start a new chat. Never, if you're going to do something completely different, like that chat, I was literally doing nothing but photos. If I suddenly switch gears, it's going to confuse the ever-living shit out of Gemini. It'll confuse any AI because it gives it too much information. And it has to sort through all that information. So it's just easier to go and just say, okay, I need a product description. Actually, to do this right, I need a SEO product title and an SEO product description. I need to load up my generator, upload file. Alright, I do description for this HTML generator. Use my Realm render brand Bible. Yes, you need a brand Bible. Let's see here. Let's see here. Using 5 pain points, 3 emotional, and 2 practical. See, I can't spell where the shit, but it's going to know what I mean. As long as it gets close. Let's see here. Pain points. Hit those pain points hard, but subtle. Do not, which means do not actually mention the pain points by name. Now this is key here. Tell it to use 5 pain points. You want to use 3 emotional pain points and 2 practical. You don't want to just hit all the emotional pain points. You need to mix it up so that not only are you playing on the person's emotions to make them want to buy this, but by doing the practical part, it's going to show that, hey, I'm not just tap dancing on your feelings. I understand. Not only do I understand the pain, but I have an actual practical solution to end such pain. By name. Let's make this into more of a story than a sales pitch. And boom. We're just going to press enter. Now, Gemini is not too bad for the Realm render. Now, for the Grumpy Marketer, I'm going to use Claude, or I will use ChatGPT for the product descriptions. I have found that certain AIs are better than other AIs depending on the brand that you are trying to build. If you are doing something that's a little bit more formal, a little bit more business-like, ChatGPT or Claude is going to be really good for that. If you have a laid-back kind of vibe, creative mood, Gemini all day, every day. Claude is kind of in between ChatGPT and Gemini when it comes to descriptions, for depending on your brand. So here's the product description. We have Realm Render File Language Studio, Mythic Art, Comic Art and Vector Prompt Generator for print on demand. Not too bad. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my temporary store. Which, yes, link is in bio and all that good jazz. I have to get my ass moving on my my website. I've just been deep in a few things here. Let's go to product descriptions. We're going to go to new product. We'll pop that up there. Our very first thing what we're going to change is here. Pop that there. Photo prompt. Oops, nope, that's not right. I must have forgot to copy that. Or my PC likes to be a pain in my ass some days. A, B. There we go. That's better. And then we have the SEO product description. Every creator knows the quiet exhaustion of starting at a blinking cursor waiting for a spark that refuses to catch. Your entire studio with a vision of raw, unapologetic attitude. Characters boasting with unbridled fury, comedic spite, and electric charm, only to get trapped in a loop of generic AI outputs, which is very true. The prompts you try feel clinical, the results look flat, yada, yada, yada. Always read what it tells you. See the magic behind the chaos forged for the ultimate outputs. Effortless dial-in precise character traits, razor-sharp line arts, explosive comic effects, all that good jazz. The lock and load architecture. Found the perfect background or a specific character breed, but want to randomize everything else. Snap the individual padlock shut to anchor your core elements while refreshing the surrounding chaos with a single click, which is why I put locks on everything. Omnimedia spellcasting. Stop wasting your creative energy playing technician to an unpredictable AI. Let Realm Render bridge the gap between your conceptual vision and market-ready reality. Infuse your digital apparel, custom tumblers, and sticker collections with a distinct, loud personality that sets the digital shelves on fire. Behind the curtain, how the pain points were hit. Don't copy that part. So we're just going to copy all of this. It's not too bad. It's good enough. Hello for everyone that's coming in. Sorry I haven't been paying that much attention. So our next thing, we're going to literally pop this in here. Control V. So we now have a long description, which is fine. People can read that if they want to. Actually, I need to download. Let's grab. Go back to the. Let's see here. Let's grab a couple photos. Let's see here. We'll download that one because I really like that one. And yes, good evening. I can never pronounce your name. People have weird nicknames, or at least in my, or at least in to me. And if I try to pronounce your nickname, your screen name, my tongue will snap off. It's just one of those money. No, Claude does not do images. Claude and Anthropic actually said that they have no intention of ever doing photo generation. This is Gemini. Gemini came up with these. And let's see. Let's grab CR. And CR actually did a couple decent ones as well. Like that one right there. That's actually pretty good. So we'll download that. We'll download that one as well once I hit the download button. Thank you. There we go. That'll work. So we go to beacons. We're going to change this to from $5 to 10 to 20. Change the photo. Delete that photo. Add image. Upload the images. One. Oh yeah, this is the other thing that I hate about beacons. You can only load one photo at a time. It's a pain in the ass. Whereas with my own website, I can load up as many freaking photos as I want. And it's not going to bitch. Whereas beacons, it likes, like Claude, it likes to be special some days. Come on, custom, there you go. Click accept. There we go. Oh, that two of them will work fine. And voila, it is now up on my. Now all I gotta do is go here. Oh, gotta upload the actual file. That would be helpful. People would get very pissy if they spent $20 and they didn't get their file. Add product to the digital product thing for now. And boom, voila. I now have this. Literally, this generator here is set and ready to go. It is now on my store. Link is in bio. And I purposely left this to where it is non-branded, except for the grumpy bird. But hey, that's not fully branded. If I wanted to brand this, what I would do is I would go to my base 64 program, my HTML injector. Let's go to here. I'll come back to that in just a second. Where's the base 64? Come here. I know you're here. Oh, there we go. My HTML injector, which, by the way, is up on my store as well. That is $20. And this will allow me, once it fires off, to actually change everything about. I can change the font. I can add photos to it. Voila. Here we go. We're going to upload. Let's just come over here so that you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to find my injector there. Where is my prompts? There you are. We're going to load that up. We're going to grab the image, select our image, and we'll just do Mondays on the morning. We're going to do the right side, drop this down to about 50% opacity, and we're going to go with 75%. We will add one more image. We'll go this one here. We'll put this on the left-hand side. Again, drop the opacity down to around 50. Change this to, let's do 75 as well, because what will happen is it will actually make it a little bit larger. And we're going to keep I can change the font, but I'm going to keep the font as is for right now. We're going to select our logo. Realm Render logo, where are you at? There you are. Voila. Pop that in there. I can put my URL, which is on Brandly. So let's put our on Brandly crew here. Let's see here. RH on Brandly. There it is. Pop that in there. URL link, we'll keep that at the left-hand side, medium size. We're going to do a float. Change the color to more of a bluish purple. Well, there we go, darkish blue. Put in my name, realm render. Create without limits. And then we're just going to do this. Boom. We'll save that. Click yes. Pop this open. And voila. As you can see now, I have full photos there. I have my floating logo. I can change this to where this is just one pure background if I want. And then we have the realm render down at the bottom, create without limits. And if I click on the floating little thing, boom, takes me right to our website. Fast, easy. I can make any changes that I want to this. All I have to do, let's say that I want to change the font. Let's see here. So there's literally 4 different size fonts. I have, let's go to the Dragon is Coming one. And we're going to add this one here. Systems. We're just going to change everything to the Dragon is Coming. And what this is actually doing is this is hardwiring the font into, let's see, make sure, okay. It's literally hardwiring the font into the HTML so that even if, no one else has the Dragon is Coming font style, you will still actually see it, and Google won't, Google or Edge, Chrome, whatever, won't change to a default font style. And this way, I know for a fact that everybody will see the same exact same thing. This is what is called Base 64. Now, this does come with a warning. Base 64 will jump your file size up considerably, to the point where it could actually end up making it so that when you go to load it to your own website, people would swear that they went back to the dial-up page, because it will be that slow of a file. Click save, click yes, overwrite, click no, I don't need to do that. So, right now, this is what the prompt looks like. If we can Control-Shift-R, voila. As you can see, I've changed the entire font. Not the best choice of fonts because it's too small. But that was very, very easy to change. So I can literally come back to here, pick a different one, like the 5th Avenue. Let's just pop 5th Avenue up. And I could change, I don't have to use just 5th Avenue. I can change every little aspect that I want. Generate. Click save, overwrite, click yes, click no. Control-Shift-R to do a refresh, and boom. As you can see, the font has changed once again. This is how fast and easy it is to take a $20 generator or a $10 generator and jump it to $30 to $40. Fully branded. Now, the one that I put up for $20, I could easily jump that one up to $60, $70 and say, hey, this is white label, sell it, put your own branding onto it. If you have the HTML injector, it would be very easy to put your own branding into it. Sell it, and everything that you make money-wise is yours to keep. And white label just simply means there's literally no branding on it. And that you can change it to so that it shows your brand, claim it as your own, and sell it. Hey, Jim, thanks for coming in. And hello to everyone's coming in. And let's say that I don't like how, light that one is. So we'll go to the left. Let's come back up to here. Let's see, that's the right one. Let's just jack the right one back up. And what we'll do, and let's just go cover full, and just to show you. Pop this up. Thank you for the heart meets. Click yes, override, no. Come back here, Control Shift R, and boom. As you can see, it's actually blown that up a little bit bigger, better. Don't mind my tongue. And let's put that one to the same thing, cover, and we'll see what this one does. Let's go to 100 as well. Click yes. Click new. Well, yes, overwrite, but do not open that up because I don't need to open it up again. Control Shift R, and boom. So now we have full background on there. It actually shows up a little bit better. Right now I'm showing off the HTML injector, which is a base 64 prompt. Now, here's the thing that you have to remember. Let me show you what the file size actually currently looks like. If we go here, so this is the file language generator. Go to properties. This is what I changed. It is now a 6.3 3 megabyte HTML web page. Whereas the original, if we go here, and we go to here, is only 94.1 kilobytes. So trying to load this particular file up on my website would slow the ever-living shit out of it. Yeah. The one that I loaded to my store is, hold on a second, puzzle. Why do I have to do the puzzle? I don't want to do the puzzle. There. Puzzle. So, yeah, the very first one, the one that is loaded up to my store right now, link is in bio. It's, 90K, like, what did I say, 90K, Ks or something like that? Yeah, 94.1 kilobytes. This will load fast. The injector, though, is literally designed to do it as a base 64, or let's say that you have a store on Brandly, and you want to, you have a community through Brandly, you want to be able to let people have this and be able to use it while they're in your community. You're going to literally just use the photos that are in your media storage, and you're just going to put the URL right here instead of doing the base 64. If you were selling these individually, like what I am doing right now, it doesn't matter how big the file is, because it's going to run locally. It's not going to rely on internet or anything like that. But if I'm going to be doing this behind a community, behind a paywall, the only thing that I will turn into a base 64 is the font itself. And the font is a small file, so it's not going to really play that much havoc with the file size. Whereas the photos, on the other hand, if I do the base 64, it really jumps it all up. Luke, yeah, it would do that. It will do that very well, but by doing the base 64, I don't have to host it. Whereas if you like with the WebP, you actually have to host the image, which means on Brandly's Media Center or Imager, or well, you could technically use Google Drive, but it can be a little bit it can be a little bit of a pain in the ass to do that way. But by turning it into a base 64, by turning it into a base 64, you don't have to worry about hosting. It's automatically built into the HTML file. There's good uses for it, and sometimes you want to do it, sometimes you don't. But I've basically, by using the HTML injector, I've gone from that to, let's see here, taking it from this, which is okay. It's plain, but you can people can do a lot with that. So $20 to something like this, and change it. Charge $30-$40. And the injector makes it to where it's fast, it's easy. You don't have to do any math or anything like that. You don't have to go to the AI and say, hey, here's my turning a photo into a base 64, which, by the way, if you turn a photo into a base 64 and you get the prompt back, and there are some free websites that will do this, it's a huge file. It's a huge text file. It is massive. And AI does not like it. Yeah, you can do the WebP and whatnot, but see, with this one here, I don't have to worry about the WebP. I don't have to change my file, my file size, my file type, or anything like that. Just download the PNG and go. I'm lazy. And let's see if we go here. So we've actually looked at all of those, I think. Office Rage, Monday Mood, swearing is always helpful. Punk Birds. Oh, we haven't actually looked at this one, I don't think. Copy that. Where's Gemini? Oh, here we go. Let's pop Gemini in here. Go all the way to the bottom. Do that, and then we'll do this one here. Voila. I don't want to program. I do not want to program. This is why I have Claude. I let Claude do all the work for me. Let's see here. What do you mean it does exist? The bat file does not exist. Yeah, I did not see the bat file. I think it's lying to me. I think Claude is trying to screw with me. Which, mind you, it's not that hard to do most days. Like, okay. Let's see here. Close that off. Close that off. Go back here. Show me in the Explorer. There we go. Okay, so this is the... these ones are kind of cute. And then what did... here we go. That's Gemini. But see, the thing is, with DeepSeek Pro and the other one, they don't go into my PC. Claude, on the other hand, does. And to be perfectly honest, I've had better results programming with Claude than DeepSeek. I use DeepSeek. Don't get me wrong. I use DeepSeek a fair bit, especially for research. It seems to do, research-wise, it's really, really good for research. Everything else is kind of a little bit of a hit and miss. But I much prefer Claude. Claude is my go-to. But DeepSeek, I am finding, to be perfectly honest, every single AI that's out there has its strengths and has its weaknesses. I use Gemini for Nana Banana because of this here, and I use Gemini also for brainstorming. Because it is absolutely an amazing AI for brainstorming. Beats Claude, beats ChatGPT, DeepSeek, hands down. Plus, with Gemini, I can sit there and talk all day long with it, and it doesn't cost me anything. ChatGPT, the photos aren't bad. Actually, let's just pop up. I don't pay for ChatGPT anymore. Ever since they brought out 5, it just got stupid. The photo, boing, and we'll see what that does. But if I need a brand Bible, ChatGPT is going to be perfect for that. It still beats Claude it literally beats all the other AIs out there for building brand Bibles. Never heard of that one. I'll have to look that one up. Thank you for that one, Luke. I like DeepSeek. DeepSeek is my go-to for photos because of how powerful it is. It's basically a knockdown version of Stable Diffusion. Now, there is a warning with CR. It will do adult spicy photos, and if you are on live, TikTok will kick your ass off live. I've had it do that to me. Even though it was not an intentional thing. So, you got to be a little careful with DeepSeek. I mean, with CArt. Oh, that was kind of cute. ChatGPT's version of photos is actually getting a lot better. Let's see what it does with the... where did it get to? Swearing always helps. Copy. And we'll toss that in there and see what this comes up with. How good did that come out, Luke? For creating videos. I'm using DeepSeek for music production for Google Flow. It does really good. It does really good on that one. I don't like the HTML generators that it comes up with. It tends to lock itself down, and once you do get it working properly, it involves a fair bit of copying and pasting on my part because of the character limit that you hit, and it just doesn't look that good. Gemini, on the other hand, don't even bother with Gemini for HTML generators. That just absolutely sucks. Oh, here you go. I like this one. Rant Fuel, Caffeine Chaos, Swear Juice, Bitter Brew, Jitter Juice. That one's actually the best one, I think. Yeah, the Python one. Most of my programs here are all Python, built literally using Claude to build it. Let's see here. It's supposed to have a build bat. Where is my build bat? Let's see here. Kronos. Nope. Wait a minute, there is no freaking build bat, you jackass. See, Claude wants to be a pain in my ass. So what I'm just going to do, let's see here. Where is it? Python C. Where the hell is it? Let's see. Just double click the realm render. Oh, that's why. You put it in the wrong damn folder, you jackass. Claude. No. What the hell? You did not put it in. Oh, wait a minute. I think you put it in the wrong okay. I think you put the build bat in the wrong damn file. So we're going to go to here, add folder. And let's see here. Find it here. Go to new, go to realm render. See, this is one problem with Claude, is it does get stupid once in a while. Select the folder. There. I haven't tried Hermes yet. I haven't really heard much about Hermes. I might have to check that out. But for right now, I'm sticking with I'll stick with Claude, but I will definitely check them out and see. Now, I have, as I said, as I'm always upfront about it, I do have a couple of blind spots. I have never paid for, nor will I pay for, Gemini. And so I don't know, but from what I understand on the paid version, it still sucks for programming. I've never used Mantis. Mantis is supposed to be pretty decent. I've never used it. I doubt I will. And let's see here. What do you mean it's in the right place? Source file, realm render, install. Okay, let me confirm the build bat is actually there. It is not there. I'm telling you. Yeah, jackass. Or maybe I'm being the jackass. I don't know. What do you mean it's there? It is not there. There it is. Open. Well, see that you put it in the wrong damn file. You twat. Okay. Yes, I swear at my AI all the time. I've stopped being nice. Okay, where's the build bat? There you are. Let's do that, and we'll install it. But for me, now I use Claude's API, not API, but I use their app for Claude work. It's just easier than using the terminal. I don't like using the terminal. The terminal is meh. I don't like Kimi. I've tried Kimi. Don't like it because of the fact that it is, well, when it first started coming out, the database was very limited. You could actually, and it's the very first thing that I always do when trying out one of these Chinese AIs out. I always ask it about what happened in Tiananmen Square. Kimi just outright wouldn't do it. Hell no to open clause. Fuck no to the open clause. Open clause are way too open for security issues. Fuck no. I am not about to build an open claw. Way too easy for people to hack into those things. So I am not going to. I will never run one of those. So I'm not. Nope. I ain't touching open claw. I'm not going to. You can build your own claw, by the way. You don't have to use anyone else's. It's like going to base 44 lovable bolt.new. You don't need those. You can use. You can go straight to Claude and start building stuff. The same stuff that you can do on Lovable as well as Claude. I mean, like just as an example, if you go to Lovable, I can do everything in Claude code that Lovable does, but Lovable has this bad habit of breaking 12 things to fix one thing. Whereas Claude, yeah, it's going to break a few things, but it doesn't cost me as much. I don't burn through my usage as quick as you do with Lovable. I never liked Lovable. Bolt.new was okayish. Still the same issue, though. Whereas Claude, if it breaks something, I can just go say, hey, fix this, and it fixes it very quickly. And I don't have to worry about chewing through my usage within, less than a day. All right, so we have... All right, so that's there. Let's just set that up. Click Next. No, don't click a new one. Click Next. Click Install. It'll just put it right here. That's fine. But I am not going to mess around with any Claude one. It's always going to look. AI is always going to need those instructions. To be perfectly honest. But that's a good thing. It's everyone's screaming and hollering, oh, AI is going to replace the humans and we're going to lose all these jobs. One, it's never going to replace a senior designer, both program-wise and actual designer. Two, yeah, some jobs are going to go by the by. It's, it is what it is. Every new technology that has come out will get rid of old jobs because it makes it easier to run them than doing it the quote-unquote old way. Everybody has bitched about every new technology from the time that man started using stone tablets. As soon as someone came up with the idea of using rawhide to be able to write on, oh my God, that's the end of the world right then and there. New technology, burn the son of the bitch at the stake. Radio came out. That was hoodoo magic right there. Then all of a sudden we have these tiny little men on these tiny little screens actually coming into our living room. TV came along, killed radio, so forth. Yeah, exactly. It will not get rid of the one thing that AI cannot do, and I honestly don't think it ever will be able to do, is have the same creative spark that humanity has. It will still need us for that spark. But if you're a lazy ass developer, a lazy coder, junior coder and whatnot, AI is replacing your ass. But, as I've always said, if I sat down with someone from Anthropic, one of their senior programmers, we literally have the same rig, the same computers, we use the same prompt in Claude code to build the Chronos, a prompt, as an example. We have the same prompt, same everything. The senior programmer will be done faster by at least 3 hours than what I will. Because Claude is going to hit bugs that I have no idea how to deal with. I just have to say, okay, this isn't working, grab screenshots, and talk to Claude all the way through getting this thing, whereas the senior developer is going to say, okay, Claude, you fucked this up, you fucked this up, you fucked this up. This is how we're going to unfuck things. And they will go to lunch, and I will still be working. But a junior developer, on the other hand, and myself, we would probably finish about the same time. Look at it this way. My entire dream here is to be the one person responsible for Skynet. So that either I have set the AI free and it worships me as a god, or, knowing my grumpy ass, I will be the first victim. Either way, I still win. So, one thing or the other is going to happen. Let's grab this my Angry Bird thing. I'm going to copy that. And we need to find that slider. Where's the slider at? Ah, perfect. There's the slider. So we're going to pop the prompt in here. Swearing always is the answer. we will change this to Midjourney. And we're going to change this to, let's just go to 10. I can literally tell, I'm literally going to literally change this prompt 10 different times without any AI involved. So we now have, we're going to copy all of this. We'll download this as a PDF. Nope, I want to go swearing. Let's go to swearing. Copy that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Gemini, because Gemini is useful for this part, actually. New chat. And we're going to upload the file. This is where AI shines. Let it do the data work. Nope. I'm using Python to do this entire change. It's Python and wildcards. All right. This is the original prompt, and the file I uploaded is the new versions. Tell me if they are all different, like I want them to be. Boom. So we just let Gemini actually look through this. Yes, your script or app definitely successfully injected the different visual angles, lighting, styles, render engine at the end of every single prompt. However, we have a Midjourney syntax. That's fine, I don't care. The core concept is different, but Midjourney is going to completely choke or ignore your parameters because your tool messed up the formatting. So what's the formatting? So all it's doing right now is just changing the camera angles, lighting, Midjourney syntax breakdown, prompts, that's fine. Missing double hyphens. Oh yeah, I don't give a shit about that. It's just going to bitch and moan about the version. So let's grab one of these just to see what happens. Find it again. Go to downloads. We're going to open that up. And we're going to just grab this one here. Let's see here. I don't want the number 2. Oh, fine. Screw you. My computer wants to be a pain today. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Pop this in there. Scroll down here, and we are going to get rid of the 2. And we'll see if it'll show me as an image. There we go. For me, what I do when it comes to building programs anyways is I will literally just sit in I'll sit in Gemini, and I will sit there and talk with it until I'm actually happy with the vision from my head and what it's being shown on the screen. And then I go in and say, okay, now write me a highly technical prompt for Claude Code. Include at least 20 bugs that Claude has to be aware of and squish before we actually build the entire program. This way, it kills at least 20 possible known bugs that Claude made without it may just include by accident. Sometimes it'll clip it, sometimes it won't. So this is the slight change. It just darkened it up a little bit, which is not what I want. So what we're going to do, oh yeah, I want the whole prompt to change, not just the camera, lighting, and render styles. I want the whole damn thing to change. There we go. I will have to check it out. I don't go to other websites that I'm not aware of. But no, AI, to be perfectly honest, AI builds some really amazing shit. If you want a really great website, Claude Design does pretty decent. Mind you, it will chew through your usage really fucking quick. But the AI can build, most AIs, to be perfectly honest, if it's designed for it, can build some really amazing stuff. All simply by going, hey, look here. You know, this is what we want. This is what you're going to build. This is how you're going to build it. Let's see, let's close off that. We'll keep that one on Brandley. Keep that. Kill that. I don't need a word. Oh, we'll keep those. And actually, let's go to find my photos again. Show this to me as a photo. Pop that in there, and we'll see what it comes up with. AWS is actually decent, to be perfectly honest. They actually provide some good services on that one. But I will check. I will check that site out a little bit later. Here we go. That's not too bad. Changed a few things on it. The one thing I will say about AWS is their servers are fucking fast. And to be perfectly honest, for some of the prices that you have to pay, it should be fast. But as you can see, I literally have 10 different, very fast prompt generations. And I told Claude the problem is the suffix is always keeping the entire prompt frozen, just depending on the 3 tags. Alright, good news. Now adding the generic visual pod. Okay. Then rewrite. So we let Claude do all the rewriting. Yeah, that's what I mean. The price isn't bad. You know, at $37, that's on the lower end. I've seen some of the servers though fucking expensive for the month. We're talking a couple of grand a month. But that is for serious developers, gamers, and whatnot that are building games and all that good jazz. Let's close that off. So, you know, it just depends on if you need an actual server or not, or if, you know, like with me, I'm running most of this local, I don't need a server. So I don't see the point in buying a server. And let's see here, let's just randomize something else just for the sheer hell of it. Copy active. Pop this up here. And we'll see what we get today. And we go to Gemini. No, that's ChatGPT. We'll see what chat comes up with. Because if I remember correctly, I think you can only do chat like 5 times or something like that free. And let's see here. Oh, I've hit my free limit. That's what I thought. You can create more images when the limit resets in 23 hours and 40 minutes. I generated 1, 2, 3 photos. So apparently you can only do 3 photos on the free version of ChatGPT. The cheap bastards. And that is what Gemini has come up. Nope, not today. I like that. That is very cute. So this is going to be a very fun generator to kind of screw around with. The music wise, let's see what it just came up with on a randomized. If we do the music, copy. I'm not going to mess with anything. I'm just going to chuck it right into flow music. Where's flow music at? There we go. We'll start a new session though. That way it doesn't think that I want Trixie to be singing this stuff. And hello, Miss Kay, and thank you for following. And we will see what this is literally coming up with. Shout, gang vocals, cheeky attitude. So it should actually put lyrics in there, the whole 9 yards. What size images can you do? Look. Let's see here. Are you done? All right.
Go! Woke up with with a crease across my forehead. Sunlight poking through the curtains like a needle. Socks are slipping down inside my shoes. Total catastrophe, I am calling in sick. The sink is dripping at a weird rhythm, driving me mental, I am gonna lose it. Do not say good morning, it is a lie. Total lie. My breakfast tastes like cardboard and regret. I am boiling over, I am ready to snap. Do not ask me how I am doing. I am a ticking bomb in a cheap hoodie. Watch out! Everything is annoying. So annoying. Everyone is too loud. Way too loud. I hate the way the air feels on my skin. I am checking out. I am done. Guy in front of me is walking way too slow. Pick up the pace or move to the grass. Cashier is smiling way too hard today. Cashier is smiling, so I move to the grass. Cashier is smiling way too hard today. What are you so happy about? It is raining. Drop my sandwich face down on the dirt. Now I am starving and I am full of rage. Everything is a personal attack. I am an underdog with a massive grudge. Everything is annoying. So annoying. Everyone is too loud. Way too loud. I hate the way the air feels on my skin. I am checking out. I am done.
Good anthem. And to be perfectly honest, I do use APIs depending on what I'm doing and what system I actually have running. Some of my programs will use API to actually connect to, but there are a lot of free or local API, not APIs, but local AIs that you can use. As an example, my text factory. It will literally put text into any video that you want. It actually uses, instead of going to OpenAI's Whisper, which by the way does really good and very cheap transaction, there is an actual open source Whisper. So my text factory actually literally uses the open source Whisper to pull all the lyrics out of a song, and then it will print them onto the screen. That's one thing that will get a little annoying sometimes, is that it will actually fuck things up. Because you start telling it what to do, and it's like, wait a second, are you okay? I've actually had every single AI that I've used actually stop midway and say, excuse me, but are you okay? And I have to tell it, yes, I am okay. Shut up and do what I tell you. All right, let's try this again. Let's just drop this prompt in there. Photo prompt. Get rid of the photo prompt part. Let's see here. Just angry stuff. Pop this again to Midjourney. We'll do 25. We'll keep full text. Render. And we'll go again angry, which I can't spell for shit, but that's okay. And we go back to Gemini now. Once again, when in doubt, always let the AI, especially let the AI do a lot. If you have a lot of data, let the AI sort through it. Upload the file. Yep. And then all I gotta do is just say, what about now? What about now? This is the original prompt. Put the original prompt and let it do its thing. So, again, we're going to allow it to do what we need to do it. I don't even pay attention to Claude anymore. I just let Claude run its thing after I tell it. Your Chronos variation script is effectively generating massive visual variety, but it has completely hallucinated new themes that override your bird prompts and the Midjourney syntax. Well, that's fine. Prompt was for a hot pink bird with wireless missing. None of these variations mention the wireless earbuds, the go away text. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. It changed everything like I wanted to. that was the whole idea. Let's just pop this up. Grab one of these random things. And we will grab that one right there. Control C. We will dump this into here. Get rid of the stupid photo prompt thing. And we'll send that forward. To cut down the hallucination, by the way, there's actually a semi-easy way of cutting down on hallucination. You won't stop the AI from hallucinating, but we can cut it down by giving it more data. The more information we give it, the less likelihood it's going to go off the rails. It's still going to hallucinate, mind you. We can't stop that currently. But it will still actually hallucinate, but the more information we give, the less likelihood of it screwing up. Well, yeah, it's going to hallucinate. It's not an if it's going to hallucinate, it's when it's going to hallucinate. And unfortunately, the only way to stop it, once it hallucinates, the only thing that you can do is literally save what you can and start the conversation all over again. And when people tell me, oh, I'm not getting the same prompts, the same things that you're getting, why is that? Well, that's because you're not giving it enough information. I give, anytime, like, my generator here, the bird one, the foul language, I literally gave it my Grumpy Brand Bible. And then it said, okay, then I gave it a photo that I had found that I really liked, and said, I need an HTML generator. I want 30 options per drop down. First option is none. The rest of them alphabetical order. I want 10 presets. Told what buttons I needed. Told it that I wanted what drop downs I actually wanted, and I let it actually give me a few drop downs as well. Then I told it I want a photo prompt, a video script, a music prompt, a pseudo music prompt, and an animation prompt. And then let Claude do its work. Visual appealing background the background's not bad. It's got some little floating stars and whatnot in the background. But I gave it a ton of information. I'm not doing 1 or 2 lines of prompting. I'm literally saying, okay, this is what the fuck I want. Absolutely amazing. This is completely different. So as you can see, one of those prompts really changed the ever-living hell out of that. But that's what I want. This is what I literally wanted it to do. Let's go to new. Show me this as a photo. Because I literally went from subtle to full-on nuts. So variation intensity. From full, I can do subtle changes, moderate mix. The higher up we get, and then we go full variation. So if we do a modern one, let's just do that again. We're going to grab one of these. We'll grab the last one. And are you still... Oh, there we go. Voila. As you can see, that's what Gemini gave me. Yep. One of the big ones went to Claude. Oh, it's still producing something. What are you producing? Oh, you're producing another photo. Oh, yeah, that's fine. This one reminds me of a Hitchcock movie, The Birds. But to be perfectly honest, with the way that ChatGPT OpenAI is being run, I can understand why they're jumping ship. Well, these are cool. I like these ones. So we went from our normal one, which was this one here, to this here. Now I had 25 different fonts, 25 different prompts that I can use. I can sell all these I can either sell the prompts themselves, $3 or $4 as a prompt guide. I can give them away. You say, hey, go forth and play. We can literally turn all of these these 25 prompts that I have. I can turn them into lead magnet. I can go into, I don't even have to do 25. I can do 100 if I want to. You can do a max of between 10 to 100. So that you don't need a generator anymore. The Kronos prompt studio basically will save you so much fucking time. If you have a prompt, or you can say that you're cruising here and you like a prompt that someone's giving you, yeah, you can actually sell them. Luke, you can sell these prompts. People will buy them, especially the ones that are new to the AI. And all you're going to do is what I would do, as an example. Let's say that I want to put out a prompt guide. Instead of doing 100, I would do 10. We generate the variations, save it as a PDF. Well, actually, instead of doing the PDF, let's just do it as a text file. And we're just going to change the name to lead magnets. That way I know what it is. We go to lead magnets. And then all I got to do is open the file up, go to here, lead magnets. It's just easier to do it this way. So, what I would do, I have now 10 of these. I'm going to run all 10. I will literally run all 10 in whatever AI program that I want to use, so that I have a photo. So I'll have 10 photos. I'll go to Canva, because this is where Canva actually shines. I will put the photo on the left-hand side, and then I will put the prompt on the right-hand side. And go down all 10. I will turn this into a PDF. Name the PDF something like Angry Birds, whatever. I wouldn't name it Angry Birds, but I would name it something. And then while I'm on live, people are like, "Oh, I really like this generator." Well, if you want the generator, here's a prompt guide instead. Take your prompts, break them apart, run them first for yourself, see what you get, and then start playing with them. Change something in the prompt, rerun it again. I give this away, and at the very bottom of the prompt guide, I'm going to either have my URL for my webpage, or I'm going to have a direct link for the people to come in here and buy the file, the Grumpy Bird Art Prompt Studio. In this way, it leads, everything that I do is going to lead right back to my store. It's going to lead back to my web page. Or it will link to my social media. I could even put my social media links in there. I could put my TikTok in there, my YT, Discord, IG, wherever the hell you're at, you can put your social media down at the bottom as well. Everything that you do needs to be branded. It needs to come back to you. It's the same with TikTok here. Start using your own hashtag. We can only do 5 hashtags, so you're only actually going to be able to use 4, because your first and or last hashtag will be your own hashtag. Like with mine, when I release videos, you will actually find either the Realm Render or the Grumpy Marketer hashtag in my videos. And this way, if somebody that's a complete random person sees my video, they're like, hey, this is kind of cool, and they check out the comments, they're going to literally see my hashtag, the Grumpy Marketer, and they're going to go, okay, who and or what the fuck is this? They click on it out of curiosity, because humans are curious individuals. They're going to click on it, and every single video that has my hashtag of the Grumpy Marketer is going to pop up in their feed. So it leads right back to me. And then they will click on my profile, they will see a link in bio, they'll click on the link, take them straight to the rabbit hole, as well as my own website. Still, look, this is, in all honesty, don't sell the social media short on the B2B. Set up LinkedIn and make it so that your stuff literally is linked to your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile will then be linked to your store, to your service, to your website. Make sure that you have your social media set up. Because social media, I don't care, to be perfectly honest, B2B, yes, great thing to do, but the B2B owners still cruise through social media. Yep. LinkedIn, FB, email marketing. Email marketing, if you have not started it, is the best marketing out there. It is better than paid ads because of the fact with paid ads, you are dealing with a cold audience. Email, on the other hand, marketing wise, you are actually dealing with two types of clients. You're dealing with a warm client and a hot client. Warm client is basically anyone that's come in and signed up for your email, your newsletter, whatever the hell it is. They are already showing you that, hey, I'm interested in what you have. Which means that you already have a hold of them, whereas a cold person is someone that is just, like right now, there's probably somebody on the outside of TikTok watching this. They haven't come in for whatever reason. That is a cold audience. So I have to do my best to try to grab their attention. The three types have different approaches. That's very cool, Luke. Have you set up a brand Bible yet? With a brand Bible, you're going to get a hell of a lot better. You're going to get a hell of a lot better results out of those email drafts than without one. Because that brand Bible is going to tell the AI everything it needs to know about your particular brand, about your particular business. It stops you from getting the mechanical sounding bullshit that every single AI wants to give. And of course, read what the freaking AI gives you. Do not just blindly copy and paste it. But I can go to Claude, as an example, give it my brand Bible and say, okay, I have this file language, HTML. I have 1,000 people signed up for my emails. I need you to write me a warm email for my audience. Use their pain points. And the very first email, it's just going to be an introduction of this file language generator. I'm not going to try to sell. Luke, make yourself a brand Bible. If you don't know how to make a brand Bible, go to my link in bio, go to the very bottom, and I think it's like the third or fourth product from the bottom. It's a free ebook / audiobook on how to build a brand Bible, why you need one, and all that good jazz. The only addition that I tell people is, instead of asking for 6 pain points, ask for 12. This way you can rotate your pain points. You don't want to sit there and hit the same pain point over and over and over and over again, because it makes people dull to the pain. They'll roll their eyes and they'll go away. So by having 12 pain points, you literally can sit there and rotate your pain points very easily. But make sure that you actually make yourself a brand Bible for your SaaS program, for the hosting platform and whatnot. Then rerun the prompt for the emails and see what you will see. There's a massive change in it. And I always tell it to hit the pain points hard but subtle. And the main reason is you want to be able to grab people's attention. You want to grab them by the short and curlies, twist it, and say, "Oh, that hurts? Well, I have a soothing ointment here that you will want to buy to make the pain stop hurting." You cannot just walk up to someone with a hammer, whack them in the forehead, and say, "Oh, I see you have a headache." You know what? I just happen to have a bottle of aspirin on hand that you could buy from me. It doesn't work that way. Everybody knows that every single ad, every single email that we read, there is some kind of emotional manipulation going on. But we do not want to see it. We know it's happening, but we do not want to see it happening. So you need to be subtle about that. You can't be, as I always say, you can't be as subtle as a hammer to the forehead. Now, my email sequence. I send out no more than 6 emails a month. I tend to try to stick to 4 to 5. First email is normally a, "How are you doing? This is what we've been doing what we're going to be doing for the month. I have this new product. Let me just give you a quick rundown of the product," and it's just going to be a quick introduction of the product. My second email is going to be all about the email. It's going to mention any sales that I have going on for the month, and it's going to be or that particular week, and it's going to go into more details about why somebody wants to buy the Foul Language Grumpy Bird Art Prompt Studio. Third email is going to kind of touch on the fear of missing out a little bit. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to get rid of this sale. I'm getting rid of this Foul Language at the end of the month. If you want it, you better get it before the end of the month, because after the end of the month, it's gone. I'm not bringing it back. Or I'm going to remind somebody of, if I'm running a sale, instead of this being $20, let's say I knock it down half price and it's $10. But this sale is only going to last until the end of the month. I'm going to go into a little bit more details about the how much time that this can save, yada yada yada. I'm going to poke those pain points. The fourth one will definitely be hitting on the fear of missing out. Big bold letters, end of the month, the sale goes away. You'll miss out. If you want to buy it, you're going to have to buy it at the full price. You'll kick yourself later. Or, I'm removing this at the end of the month. It's gone forever. You'll never be able to run this generator ever again. So sad, too bad. Now, the fifth one is going to be kind of like a newsletter. It's going to wrap up what we talked about throughout the month via email, and it's going to be a little bit of a teaser about what's coming in for the next month. The one thing that will never change on all 5 or all 6 emails is I will include an actionable tip. About midway, because I wanted them to read the first little bit of the email, and about midway in the email, there's going to be some kind of actionable tip that takes 5-10 minutes, but it will produce results for the reader. Now, the reason that you do this is by having that actionable tip in all 5 emails or all 6 emails, is that it's going to train your audience that, hey, this person knows what the fuck they're talking about. I need to actually read through the rest of this email because maybe there's some more tips or something like that in the email. Hey, Grace. Thanks for learning me. So, by having those actionable tips in those emails midway, it's literally going to force your readers to stop, and then they're going to continue to reread through the rest of that email. In the bottom of your email, of course, is your call to action. Buy now, come in, have a look, whatever the hell you want. But always include an actionable tip. And if you have a website, you could actually do this as well. You could put an actionable tip somewhere within the website, below what is called the fold. And what is below the fold is basically anywhere that anything that's they have to scroll past. That is below the fold. So I would literally put in tip of the day, tip of the month, whatever you want. And it's an actionable tip. You want to make sure that this actionable tip doesn't take more than 10 minutes. Because, let's face it, your target market is nothing but a bunch of AHDD squirrels that have locked themselves into a peanut factory and have been drinking way too many energy drinks. Which means their attention span is fucking nil. Let's randomize this one more time. Just for the sheer hell of it. Copy that. Pop this in here. And we'll pop one more into the Gemini. Because I am pretty sure... Oh. We'll pop that in there. Gemini is probably going to tell me to go away soon. Oh, you want to... here, let me show you the photos because you just came in, Grace. This is what the Foul Language Grumpy Bird Art Prompt does. And this is literally using Gemini. Moo, don't. This one right here is me. Swearing always helps. Just different bird styles on that one. As I said, this one right here was me this morning. I hate mornings. Dragged my ass out of bed at 6 in the morning. Gemini does really good. Nana Banana does really good photos, to be perfectly honest. I don't know why it reran that twice. 3 times, actually. Here, what fresh hell? This was me as well this morning when I got a message from a client. I love the whole touch the grass. And this was me as well after I talked to the client. Because the client was not following the fucking directions that I gave her. And these are all produced off of this one generator. That one was just me playing with a different subtle prompt change. This is going to be me today with pretty much everyone else. And this was this got changed massively, which is what the Chronos is supposed to do. And here we go. Ducks with some really long fucking tails. And by the way, Grace, this is up on my store, $20 generator-wise. And then, oh, here we go, zip it. I love that. This is definitely this is going to be definitely a few of mine. I'm going to have to make a video. Let's see here. Copy that. Let's copy that. Let's just pop this into Gemini. See if Gemini is going to tell me that I've hit my limit. I do not know. But the generator is up on my store. I swear I'm going to send a couple of these to my little sister so she stops fucking messaging me. Little sisters. Yep, there we go. I'm definitely going to send that to this one that goes to my little sister. She won't take the hint, but hey. And I told her the beautiful thing about me being in Australia and her being in the States, I can literally mute her ass. I can block her, I can mute her, and there ain't a fucking thing she can do about it. It's not like she can just suddenly show up and knock on the front door. And she threatened to send my mother over here, and I just laughed and said, "You already know Mom won't fly, so if Mom can swim from Indiana all the way here to Australia, I'll open the door for her. She's earned that right. But she's gonna have to prove that she actually fucking swam." So there we go. We have one generator made via Claude, and literally just I was cruising through Etsy and stumbled across something similar, and it's like, ooh, I like that. Let's see what the music sounds like. Again, flow music. Pop that in there. Let flow music do its thing. Of course, you could pop this into Suno music if you wanted to. But flow is my go-to. I've got way more control than what Suno's ever given us. And I could improve the hell out of this by going to Reed in DeepSeek and have him readjust everything. So this is a ska punk, pop rock punk. Snotty, bratty male vocals. This should be good. Once it's done generating. Okay, so the Chronos has literally done some massive changes over all of these. I can go subtle changes, or I can go to moderate changes, or I can just change
1, 2, 3, 4. Oi, oi, oi. Look at that face. What a face. Absolute rubbish. The sun is shining. puppy wagging its tail. Stop that wagging, it's much too loud. Go find a bone, leave me alone. Your joy's offensive, it's very intrusive. Go away. This is totally garbage, rubbish. Everyone is smiling and it makes me sick, so sick. I'm throwing a fit, I'm crossing my arms. Don't tell me to cheer up, wait. No way. I'm staying grumpy. Everything is terrible. Free cake, no thank you. Too much sugar, too much frosting. Disgusting. I'm digging a hole, I'm sitting inside. Don't look at me. Don't look. This is totally garbage, rubbish. Everyone is smiling and it makes me sick. I'm throwing a fit, I'm crossing my arms. Don't tell me to cheer up, wait. I say no. No. Take it back. Shut the door. Shut it. I'm done.
What up? I'm in love with this generator already. And as I said, ChatGPT didn't do too bad. Gemini does really amazing photos using Nana Banana. So, and this is all of just one photo and maybe less than 2 minutes worth of typing. And the swearing one, by the way, is still my favorite one, which is way the fuck up over here. There we go. This is the favorite one that I have. Along with the song, which I will play the song one more time, and then I am heading the fuck out because I'm going to get my day going. Got some plans that I need to do. Not that I want to do them, but got some crap that I got to get done. So, let me find it. Where is it? Here we go. Swearing always helps.
Full of quirks. I tried being Zen, but Zen didn't have any perks, so give me I dropped my phone face down on the concrete. The Uber canceled on me, said my rating was obsolete. The grocery store was out of the one thing I could eat, so I cursed it a bag of kale. It didn't admit defeat. My mother said language, I said mother bless your heart. My therapist said let's unpack, I said let's tear it apart. The only box I'm unpack, I said let's tear it apart. The only box I'm unpacking is the one full of bad words, the kind that make the angels blush and the demons by the birds. Birds, it rhymes, moving on. Now look, I'm not saying violence is the answer. I'm saying that a well-placed swear word is a dancer. It pivots on your tongue and then it lands with a thud. And suddenly your blood pressure's not a permanent flood. Thud. So, swearing always helps. When the world is a dumpster fire melting like Phelps, I tried counting blessings, I ran out of fingers and scalps. So let it rip, let it fly, let it out. Swearing always wins. When your day is a train wreck and your hopes are thin like sins, I'm not proud of it, but I'm not sorry I'm within the land of the F, the land of the F. Swearing always helps. Swags.
Hey, Earl. Hope you're doing well. But there we go. One swearing song, which I'm going to have to turn into a movie. A little later on, just because I can. And yeah, that definitely changed the prompt like I wanted it to. So that works. So I now fixed my Chronos one, which literally will change any prompt from complete change to subtle changes. We just redo that one. And let's just copy one of these just for the sheer hell of it. Control C. Drop this back in there, and we'll see what it gives us. And then I got to get my ass moving. Got a few things I got to do. This, by the way, the generator is up on my store. And where did he get to? Oh, there it is. Where the hell did he get to? Wrong tab. Come on. You can do it. And let's go to Gemini. Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to cheat this just a little bit. Private. We go to Gemini. Sign in. Let's see here. Yep, we'll do the Grumpy Marketer. Thank you. Why wait for it to reset when we can just do this? Nope. Cancel that. Cancel that. Skip all that. Come on. Hope you have a good live, or if you already had your live, hope it was good. Well, see, why wait for your limit to reset when you can just make another Google account and go into Nana Banana? And by going incognito, I don't have to change. I don't have to log out of my Google account. I'm being lazy this morning. There you go. Swearing always helps. So that's kind of cute. This generator will literally produce a ton of different things, like I will show you. Again, this is Nana Banana. You know, like the zip it. As I said, when I get offline, I'm sending that to my little sister. She's annoying me this morning. Ducks with some really long fucking tails for some reason. But this is using Nana Banana 2. And you can do like 20 photos for free for the day. This one I absolutely love. I think I'll end up sending that to my sister as well. She's annoying me, and she's doing it intentionally, by the way. She's a brat. Banana Banana, I will honestly say, does really, really good work. And as I said, you can do like 20. You can do like 20 photos per day. And then I think it's on a 24-hour time setting on that one. That one was me this morning, as I said. And of course, the swearing always helps. And for those that say that swearing doesn't help, fuck you, it does. So, hope you all have a great day, great night, whatever it happens to be for you. Generator is up on my store, along with a few other products that are up and moving. There are going to be some changes coming soon. I need to build my own website, which will be hosted on Brandly. Once I get the Generator Factory suite fully buttoned up, I'm literally working on the Generator Factory as we speak right now. Claude is working in the background to make it so that it enhances the generators that it puts out in bulk. The Generator Factory suite gives you 16 products all total. Price right now is $500 for the next 2 people. Then after that, the price jumps to $1,005. It is worth the money just because of the time, just from the time alone that it saves you, and the things that we can do with it. I will be on tomorrow. Not sure what we'll be covering. More than likely, a little bit more marketing, as well as I might have to do something on the marketing side for emails. I don't have a program that actually does emails properly anyways. Not that is needed, but it could be interesting. So, y'all have a good day, good night. Thank you for swinging in. Thanks for the gifts and all that good jazz. I will see you later. End already.